you ever feel like you're just juggling 1,000 things at once? Work, life, family, and your phone is just constantly buzzing? Well, we're about to crack open the personal playbook of a guy who dealt with all of that and then some on a global scale. We're talking about the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius and his incredible timeless toolkit for not just getting through stress, but actually mastering it. So, what was his secret weapon? I mean, how did the most powerful man on earth keep his cool while his entire empire was dealing with war and a literal plague? It wasn't bigger armies or more gold, that's for sure. Nope, it was a set of mental tools, a philosophy he wrote down just for himself that he used every single day to cut through the chaos. And let's get one thing straight. Marcus Aurelius wasn't some philosopher just sitting around in an ivory tower. This guy was a general on the front lines of war. He was an emperor leading his people through a devastating pandemic. He was a husband dealing with rumors of betrayal, and a father who lost multiple children. The amount of pressure he was under, it's almost impossible to imagine. And yet somehow, through all of that, he didn't just survive. He actually found a way to be calm, to be effective, and to be, well, a good person. He did it by building this mental toolkit based on stoic philosophy. And the best part is, these are principles we can start putting into practice right now. Okay, so let's get into it. Tool number 1. And this one is, you could argue, the most important of them all. It's really the foundation for everything else that follows. It's called the dichotomy of control. Now, I know, it sounds a little fancy, little academic, right? But the idea behind it is incredibly simple. In any given situation, you just divide everything into 2 buckets, things you can actually control and things you absolutely cannot. Just look at how this lays it all out. On the left side, that's your domain, your thoughts, your actions, how you choose to respond. That's where all your power is. And on the right, literally everything else. The traffic, the weather, what your coworker thinks about your new haircut, what's on the news, you name it. Marcus couldn't just wish the invading armies away, but he could control his strategy and his own courage. So here's the secret. According to Marcus, true peace comes when you pour 100% of your energy into that first column and you learn to calmly accept everything in the second. I mean, why waste even 1 ounce of energy worrying about things you have 0 power to change? This simple mental habit, it's the fastest way to feel calm. All right, on to the next tool in the kit. And this one flows perfectly from the last one. Because if you're only going to focus on what you can control, it brings up a pretty important question. When can you actually control it? And the stoic answer is just brilliant. Look at this. The past, it's gone. It's a memory. You can't touch it. The future, it's not real yet. It's just an idea, totally uncertain. So the only time you actually have any power, the only place you can actually do anything is right now. This present moment is your only reality. Just think about it for a second. Where does most of our anxiety and stress come from? It's usually regret about something that happened yesterday or fear about what might happen tomorrow. But both of those places, they're completely outside of our control. When you train yourself to bring your focus back to right here, right now, you pull yourself out of all that anxiety. Okay, so let's put it all together. You're focusing on what you control, right here in the present moment. So, what now? How do you decide what to actually do? Well, that's where this third tool comes in handy. See, for the Stoics, the whole point of life wasn't just to be happy or to get rich. It was to live with excellence, what they called virtue. And to navigate life, they had a kind of moral compass, with 4 key directions to guide every single decision. First up is wisdom, just seeing things as they really are. Then you've got justice, doing the right thing and being fair to others. Third is courage, facing challenges with strength. And finally, temperance, basically self-control. Marcus would literally use this checklist when dealing with difficult people, reminding himself, okay, see this with wisdom, treat them with justice, and control your own temper. And now we've arrived at the final piece of the toolkit. This is the master key. This is the idea that locks all the other tools together and really unlocks their full power. I'll be honest, this one's the most challenging, but man, it's also the most life-changing. It's a Latin phrase, amor fati. It translates to a love of one's fate. And this isn't just about putting up with whatever happens. No, it's about actively embracing it. It's about looking at every single thing that happens, good or bad, and saying, this is for me, I would have chosen this. Now, this is so important. This is not about being a doormat. It's not passive at all. It's a really powerful, active mindset. It means you see every setback, every bit of bad luck, like when Marcus's most trusted general betrayed him, not as a tragedy, but as the perfect opportunity to practice being virtuous, the perfect chance to show courage, justice, and wisdom. And Marcus Aurelius himself said it perfectly with this incredible line: "What stands in the way becomes the way." Just think about that for a second. The problem itself shows you the path forward. The obstacle is the opportunity. The very thing you thought was stopping you is actually the raw material you need to build a stronger character. So the whole point here is that this isn't just some dusty, ancient history. This is a practical, powerful toolkit that every single one of us can start using right now. It's a way to completely reframe your entire experience of life. So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. What would change in your life, starting right now, if you saw every event, the traffic jam, the difficult colleague, the unexpected bill, not as a problem, but as your perfect opportunity to practice courage, wisdom, and patience? What if the obstacle for you truly became the way?